Just look at that look on his face. He wants me to tell him he's not going to die. You're not going to die. He is going to die. But just not now. Another 10 years, 15 maybe. Who knows? We don't want to lose you, do we? Oh, then off he goes. Sentence suspended. Another 10 years. Another 10 years of showing the slides. Look, there's Malcolm, that's Pauline, and little baby Jason. Another 10 years of going for runs in the car. That's us at the safari park. So what did the doctor say, dear? Nothing, no, nothing, all in my imagination. Except it's not all in the imagination, because sometimes I'm afraid it actually happens.
Uncle! Oh, it's all in the mind. Me, I've never had a day with you when it's in my life. No, tell a lie. I once had me tonsils out. I went in on a Monday, had them out on a Tuesday. By Wednesday, I was hanging up wallpaper. My name is Mrs. Swab, and I am someone who comes in and does. And in all that passes, I represent the working classes. And now, with a light on the proceedings, let's meet our contestants for this evening, the wonderful, wonderful Wicksteed family. Eyes down for tonight's hero, Dr. Arthur Wicksteed. He's a general practitioner from Brighton's plush silk stocking district of Hove. Is that right, Doctor?
Hove, that's right, yes.
And you are 53 years of age?
Dear God, am I?
That's what it says down here.
53.
Any hobbies?
No. Well, our friends, the ladies, of course, but nothing much else.
And what is your ambition?
Ambition? Never had any. Partly the trouble, you see, when you go through life stopping at every lamppost, no time.
And next we have...
I can take it from here. Elocution always was my strong point. Speak clearly, speak firmly, speak now. Name, Wicksteed Muriel Jane. Age? Well, if you said 50, in the right target area. Wife to the said Arthur Wicksteed. Golly, don't I know it. Still potty about the old dog there. Oh, shut up, Muriel.
And then we have Dennis, only son of Muriel and Arthur Wicksteed. Now, what do you do, Dennis?
Nothing very much. I think I've got a lockjaw.
Really? Whereabouts?
All over.
Ooh. And are you interested in girls at all?
If they're clean.
Oh, that goes without saying. You don't want a dirty girl now, do you?
Well, in a way I do.
Yes. And this is the doctor's sister, Miss Constance Wicksteed. Connie is a 33-year-old spinster.
I'm not a spinster. I'm a married.
Well, to go with her mud-coloured cardigan, Connie has chosen a fetching number in London. Now, Connie dear, do you have any boyfriends?
No.
Oh, Connie, you big story. What about Canon Throbbing, our thrusting young vicar? Oh, now, would you like to tell the audience what your ambition is? Go on, whisper it.
I'd like a big bust.
Oh, and what would you do with it when you got it? Flaunt it, Connie. Now, 3 strangers are in town, a lady and her daughter.
Out of my way, we're wasting time.
Sir Percy Shorter Percy, KCB, President of the British Medical Association. This week, venuing in Hove.
Percy.
My wife's sometime sweetheart.
Man I spurned.
Well, I was going to ask you what my ambition is.
President of the British Medical Association. What more can a man want?
Revenge.
Oh, I don't like it. Now, 2 strangers are in town, a lady and her daughter.
England, my England, what have they done to you? Don't touch me! But one thing I've noticed returning to these shores, there's a great deal more
touching going on. If I want to be touched, there are people who love me who can touch me. Because touching is what loved ones are for. Loving takes the sting out of it. Lady Delia Rumpers, widow of General Sir Frederick Rumpers. Tiger to his friends, and to his enemies too, by God. Does the name Rumpers ring a bell?
Very, very faint.
Time was when it would have rung every bell in England. When the history of the decline of the British Empire comes to be written, the name of Rumpers will be in the index. For many years we were stationed in Addis Ababa, where Tiger was right-hand man to the Lion of Judah.
Haile Selassie.
There followed a short spell in KL.
King's Nandi.
Kuala Lumpur. And then we fetched up in Rhodesia. Oh, there is a green meadow on the outskirts of Salisbury where roses bloom and the trees are alive with the songs of multicoloured birds. There we laid him. I am upsetting you?
Oh, yes, hay fever.
Oh. From end to end I've searched this land looking for a place where England is still England.
And now she's hit on home.
My daughter Felicity, the present changing her hand in is, and I had the most horrendous journey down here. We had to move our compartment 3 times to avoid a clergyman who was looking up her legs under cover of the Daily Telegraph.
Oh, such a respectful newspaper.
I lie awake at night in a cold sweat, worrying what had happened to Felicity's body if it fell into the wrong hands.
Oh, well, this is a doctor's. Doctors can touch anybody because they don't have the feelings to go with it. That's what they go to medical school for.
Oh, rubbish. They're like anybody else. I could tell you of a doctor who once touched me and I've never forgotten it.
You don't have to tell me. I know.
You know. How do you know?
Because I am fate. I cut the strings. I know all the goings out and comings in. Nothing escapes me in a month of Sundays. Because I know where they keep their undies. And now, a scene setting scene to set the scene. See the set the scene and see the setup.
A thorough examination. Are you ill?
Never better. Your sister, Connie, and I are about to get married.
She hasn't told me.
That's probably because I haven't told her. But this is her last chance. 10 years of courtship is carrying celibacy to extremes.
Or go.
And I thought before I embark on the choppy waters of the vitae conjugalis, I'd better have the vessel overhauled, if I can stretch my metaphor.
Yes, well, quite. Drop your trousers.
What for?
The longer I have practiced medicine, the more I am convinced there are only 2 types of cases. Those that involve taking the trousers off, and those that don't. I'm waiting.
I'm a bit shy.
No one will come in. Get out. In the course of 30-odd years, in the pursuit of the profession of medicine and tropping, a profession to which I unwittingly yoked myself in my callow youth, people have been taking their trousers off in front of me at the average rate of 5 times a day, 5 days a week, 52 weeks in a year, which means that a conservative estimate, and obviously allowing some duplication, I have seen 25,000 sets of private parts. In the light of such statistics, you will display not so much modesty as arrogance. Take them off. We were taught many things at medical school, Padre, but seeing through several thick layers of wincey wasn't one of them. Off. Good. Turn around. Bend over. Got any feelings of nausea at all?
No?
Well, God knows I have. It's all guesswork, you know. Delve in their ears, peer up their noses. I'm glued to every orifice like a parlour-maid at a keyhole.
Can I get up now?
Shut up. On and on and on it goes, day after day, week after week. They parade in here with their sore throats and their varicose veins. Before me bodies the colour of tripe, texture of junket. Is this the image of God? This sagging parcel of vanilla blancmange hoisted day after day onto my consulting room table? Is this the precious envelope of my soul? Is this...
Is this my national health?
No. Why do you even want to get married?
Because I love up girls' mates.
Marriage won't stop that.
Won't it?
I'm afraid not.
You mean, you still do?
Me? No. I'm a doctor.
Yes, well, I still do. I'm a clergyman.
My poor sister. He thinks because she's flat-chested, she's religious.
I don't love him. So, you look on the shelf and you'll find dozens of spinsters, all gathering dust and all labelled, I was waiting for love. I married after the love, and look where it got me, the mucky end of the stick.
Do you know who I could have married?
Do you know who I could have married?
Sir Percy Shorter.
Sir Percy Shorter.
Twice the man Arthur ever was.
Twice the man Arthur ever was.
Or will be.
Your will be. Look, what am I? Cooking mother every day.
Mother,
Yes.
what's the bad news?
Yes.
I've only got 3 months to live.
3 months. 2 months ago you only had 10 days.
I made a mistake.
Well, what happened to the galloping consumption you had last Thursday? Slow down to a trot, has it? Well, what is it?
I've got a very rare disease.
You've got an extremely common disease. You've got a dose of the I can't help it. You better ask your father.
He doesn't care.
That's true enough.
It's called Brett's palsy.
Tiredness, irritability spots, yes, and generally confined to the corpuses. If this virus is generally confined to the corpuses, what's it doing in her?
Over here for the holes, I suppose.
Can compute with such blind colours.
Every day, in every way, they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
I'm gonna die, Connie.
Every day, in every way, they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
I'm dying. No one will believe me.
Oh, look. Oh, listen to this. Lucy is from Sydenham and her hobbies are water skiing and world peace.
That's my magazine.
Someone had it on top of the wardrobe.
Well, if I had those, I wouldn't need hobbies.
Oh, no, look. Send off this postcard and a beautiful bust can be yours this summer for only £5.
$2.50 each.
Oh, false ones, do you think so?
I would, Connie, if you're on there.
Connie? Connie, who's Connie? I told you before, she has a title. She's your aunt, Connie.
Aunt isn't a title.
Well, it's the closest you're ever going to get to one. Calling your aunt by her Christian name. You're a girl who got her parents by their Christian name. She had a baby before she was 17. What was her father's name? She didn't even bother to find out. It's so much for names.
It's no use, my legs.
Oh, they're very nice legs if you ask me. Do you know there's people running around with no legs at all? You're more than happy to have yours.
Well, I look like this on the outside, but inside I feel like Jane Mansfield.
No, dear, Jane Mansfield.
No, Jane Mansfield. She was the girl in the front row at my school. But actually, it was the second row, like the front row.
I'll post this postcard personally. I'm sure it's for the best. She'll be a different girl when she's got the chemicals on her chest.
Is that a lot there?
Yes.
Oh, God!
It's your pen. You want to say, does my body look like this? Could I move into something different? But you can't. Your body's a tight cottage. At birth, you're with ginger hair, bad legs, and no tits.
Yes, dear. Get it off your chest. Oh, look out. A priest with 5 fingers.
Dr. Wixie has given me a clean bill of health. This is wonderful.
I've got Brett's palsy.
How interesting.
Only 3 months to live.
As long as that. It's the green light, Connie.
She hasn't said yes yet.
When you stand there, she hasn't had much chance. Haven't you anything to do?
No.
If I only had 3 months to live, I'd have 101 things to be doing.
Like what?
Take my library books back, sell the papers, warn the milkman.
This isn't like going away on holiday.
Isn't it? It's like going away on a long, long holiday to a place, by all accounts, every bit as nice as Matlock.
Well, Dennis doesn't believe in heaven, do you, Dennis?
No. Don't know what it means.
Oh, nor did I until I met you, dearest. Look, you better not stand so close to me. I've just been visiting the sick.
Oh, Dennis!
Alone at last.
Oh, yes.
Just you and me.
Yes.
The two of us.
Yes.
How old are you, Connie?
33.
Oh, what a coincidence.
Well, you're not 33.
No, but my inside leg is. Oh, Connie.
Please.
I'm sorry, I got carried away. Please forgive me. Connie. Will you marry me? Will you marry me?
Right now, it's make your mind up time for 33-year-old. I'll keep myself to myself. Constance Wixty, does she accept the hand of slim, bespectacled, just pop this in your offertory box, Canon Robin? Oh no, dish, it's true, but with a brilliant future on either side of the grave. Or does she give him the elbow in case something more fetching comes along? What's her appliance arrives?
Oh, Mr. Wright, where are you? Just give me a few more days until Thursday.
Very well. After all, what is 2 more days in purgatory if it's followed by a lifetime in paradise?
You silly, silly man. You silly woman, handcuffing yourselves together. Don't do it. I'd rather have a decent glass of sherry any day. Of course, I despise the body, though. Despise it. We're all pigs. Little trotters, little tails. Awful. Show me a human body, I will show you a cesspit. I eat every word.
I was just passing the door and I came over rather faint.
I feel exactly the same. Is there anything I can offer you?
If I could just sit down?
Of course, of course. Perhaps I could get you some tea. Or would you prefer me to clap my moist lips over yours, plunging my tongue again and again into your mouth, sending you wild with desire? Or there's coffee.
Anything.
What is your name?
Felicity.
Felicity what?
The Honourable Felicity Rumbles.
Indeed. Connie, fetch the Delphiniums, will you? I think we have a private patient.
I'm feeling much better now.
Oh, are you?
I like it here. The
Yes.
atmosphere, the feel of the place.
Oh, I'm glad, sir. Could do with smartening up a bit. It's a bit untidy and old, but without being old-fashioned. The carpet's thinned out somewhat over the years, I won't lie, and plumbing's a bit noisy, smelly even, tobacco and drink. But I tell you, it's a good deal better than a lot of these cheap gimcrack things you can pick up these days, even if it is run down.
Yes?
Yeah. Well, would you excuse me one moment? Dr. Wicksteed's surgery, Wicksteed speaking. Ah, purging. Yes, just one moment, please. Now, Miss Rumpers, this is an interesting call. One that illustrates what a vital role we doctors play in the community. See, I've always made a point of making myself available to anyone who cares to call, anyone in trouble, anyone in despair, anyone in particular contemplating suicide.
Suicide?
Yes, this patient purging is on the brink of self-destruction, but before taking their own life, calls me, the family doctor, knowing I'll be here.
Poor thing.
Yes, a kind voice, a friendly word can often just tip that delicate balance between life and death, turn the patient back from embarking on that long journey to that country from whose bourne, as Shakespeare so well put it, no traveller returns. So if you'll just... Hello, Purge. Yes, Purge, you must hire up. I'm thinking we ought to give you a little examination. Although now would appear not to be the best time, would you excuse me one moment?
It's so flat. You tell. What, the A43 23 that I met him, just had a day by the sea. And now he's gone and left me expecting, oh, will someone please marry me?
I didn't know anyone's here.
Hello.
I've got a disease called Rex palsy. Only 3 months to live.
Really?
Yeah, at the outside.
Oh, but that's tragic.
Glad somebody thinks
You're
so.
so young.
Don't touch me. You haven't got any diseases, have you?
No, you have.
Yes, but I don't want any complications, do I?
Poor thing, you poor frightened boy.
Don't tell my father. He's a doctor.
Perhaps he could heal you.
He can heal shit.
This, disease, you say there is no cure,
None.
and in 3 months you'll be dead.
I'm certain.
I don't see you again, can I?
Me? It must be peculiar.
Oh, no, really.
When? I don't have much time.
Thursday, 2:30, where?
Here.
My name's Felicity, what's yours?
Dennis.
Trevor, what are you doing here? You've no business in the consulting room.
Right, no.
Felicity.
Yes.
My son, I'm afraid, Trevor.
He said he's been with Dennis.
Did he? Oh, it probably is then. Look. The doctor-patient relationship is such an important one of mutual trust and respect. And, well, here you are, such a young, shy, innocent creature, and I'm somewhat older. I think it would help, certainly it would help me, if we could break the ice a bit. Perhaps sometime, maybe go for a drive in the car sometime, maybe, perhaps. But say Thursday, 2:30?
Oh, my mother's very strict.
Splendid. I'll meet you at the end of the West Pier.
Arthur!
You won't be late.
I see it all. His room's eye rubble. That spotless girl who means the tumble her.
Who's that?
Only a patient.
Man or a woman?
They're all the same to me.
How old are we, Arthur?
You are 51. I am
53.
53. And it only seems like 5 minutes ago I was 16.
When does the fire go out, Arthur?
So what?
Nothing. It's not as if he's attractive. Far more attractive than he is. And he would reach out his hand to me and say my name.
Muriel,
Yes?
is it your cake decorating class on Thursday?
Yes, why?
You won't be needing a car.
No, why?
I'm off to the open session at the BMA conference.
Indeed. The house will be empty. Telephone, telephone, telephone! Dr. Wixley's residence. Yes, speaking. Percy!
Ah, that would be Sir Percy Shorter, to whom some reference has already been made.
Longing to, I mean, after all these years, yes. Well, why not here? Yes, Thursday afternoon. No, he's going out. Yes, how exciting. Yes. Mum's word. Come on. Kiss, kiss, kiss.
It's the afternoon of the Thursday in question, and lunch cooked by guess who has just finished. I started them off with a little fricassee of lamb with just a hint of rosemary, and this I garnished with diced carrots and pomme justice. Then they had apple charlotte on the cheese board, followed by a wafer of mint and a choice of beverages. I think they enjoyed it.
It was disgusting.
Yes, that suits me. Of course, you'd be a certain sort of person to pull it off. Can't skulk about in a hat like this.
Has anyone seen my wobble?
Where did you have it last?
If I should look in what is inappropriately in your case called your breast pocket.
Look, it's another picture of Sir Percy addressing the conference.
The man hasn't grown an inch in 20 years.
Size isn't everything. She said he's early.
Oh,
Hello.
Stand back. I am the door. Oh, it isn't a person, it's a parcel. A parcel for you, Miss Wicksteed.
Parcel? Yes, I'm expecting it.
Who's it from?
I don't know.
You're expecting it, but you don't know who it's from. Well, I've never heard of that before.
I have. My surgery's full of girls expecting something they don't know who it's from.
Well, how mysterious. Not that I'm in the least bit curious.
I think it's there.
Come on, open it.
I shan't say where them. I've got cups.
Oh, is this swap? Where do you take the afternoon off?
Oh, I have an enormous backlog of dusting.
Well, I do insist. You know, all work and no play does make Jack a dull boy. And speaking of dull boys, what are your plans?
Long walk in the fresh air.
Splendid. And you?
Cups, why?
Oh, no reason. I've got my cake decorating class. I don't really want to go, but, you know, we're electing a new secretary, and, you know, it's like all these things these days. If the rank and file don't turn up, the militants take over.
Look, listen. I was a spinster for 15 years, writes Miss PD of Carshalton. 3 years ago, I invested in your appliance, and since then, I've been engaged 4 times.
The Rubens insensitized Babylon as used on Apollo space missions. Try it on.
Oh, no, I can't.
Oh, Paul, it's not too late. Listen, in reply to yours, etc., they are easily fitted without assistance. But to forestall any difficulties, our fitter, Mr. Shanks, will call on Thursday, May the 29th.
That's today.
Oh, but he can't. I won't be here. I've got cups.
Oh, what's happening?
What shall I do?
Tell him you're ill.
Still hanging about? You should have been at the toadstool half an hour ago. A scout is always punctual. I mean, that was the rule when I was a scout.
She's ill.
She's late. Come on, everyone, clear the decks. Off. Out. Goodbye, house. Goodbye, chairs. Goodbye.
What's all the hurry? Anyone would think you wanted us out of the room?
What an absurd idea. What a ridiculous idea. But why the idea is absurd. Relax. Plenty of time yet. It's only 2:30.
2:30. 2:30? My God, plenty of time. Don't be ridiculous. There's not a moment to lose.
Quiet, isn't it? Oh, don't worry. In 5 minutes, they'll be in and out like dogs on heat. Sniffity, sniff, sniff. All in the fruitless pursuit of bodily pleasure. Oh, it's all a waste of time. As I say to my husband, what is the body but the purse but the soul? And what is the best but the best of the spirit? Oh, I don't bother with sex. I'll leave that to the experts.
Hello.
Hello, Dennis.
You remember my name a little bit?
Felicity.
I'm supposed to be out on one walk.
I'm supposed to be meeting your father. What are you staring at?
Nothing. You.
Me? What for?
You're so nice looking, firm and full, whereas
Poor hands, long, thin fingers.
see all the veins. Horrible.
I don't mind.
Don't you? Honestly.
Girls don't. That's the first thing you need to learn. Men don't bear close examination.
You seem to know a lot about it. I know nothing. I've got such a lot to learn,
Such a short time to learn it.
and nobody to teach me. I was wondering,
Yes?
could we go for a walk?
Oh, it's too hot for walking.
Yeah, but I suppose it is.
Well, we could walk a little and then throw ourselves in some warm-scented meadow.
I get hay fever.
Or we could take a little stroll down a sparkling stream and perch on some moss-covered rocks.
I get piles.
Nature is hard.
I could take a raincoat.
What a good idea.
Felicity.
Yes?
I'm starting to feel very peculiar. I think I may be catching something.
Oh, bless them. I think they're clipped. Scorpio and Sagittarius, a lovely combo. I think I'll have a glance at the lances. The mistress of the house, I wasn't expecting your return.
Yes, I have returned unexpectedly. An unforeseen hitch at my cake decorating party. Shortage of hundreds and thousands. Anyway, I thought I'd give you the afternoon off.
I am an indefatigable worker.
You are a nosy parker. But if you're so anxious to be doing something, there are some groceries that need to be picked up.
Where from?
Well, Sainsbury's, where else? I guess rid of her for a couple of hours.
Break, break, break on thy cold grey stones, O sea, and would that my tongue could utter the thoughts that arise in thee. Would that it could, Felicity, but you see, I'm really rather a shy person. Are you, Doctor? Don't call me Doctor, call me Arthur. Are you, Arthur? Well, now that you mentioned it, Felicity, I suppose I am. To think I was already qualified when you were born. I could have brought you into the world, felt the first flutter of your fragrant life. I could have cradled you in my arms, touched your little face. Arthur, yes, Felicity, Arthur, you still could. Could I? Oh, Felicity.
Percy! Oh, good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm looking for someone by the name of Wicksteed, W-I-C-K-S-T-E-E-D, Wicksteed, yes.
Yes?
And I think I found her. Oh, Shanks is the name. Oh, 4 marks, 10 out of 10. They are wonderful, wonderful.
Do you think so?
Outstanding, outstanding.
Well, appreciation after all these years.
What a charming home. And my goodness, don't they enhance it? The balance, dear lady, the balance, almost perfect. Almost, but not quite still. That's what I'm here for, isn't it? May I?
This must be what they mean by the Permissive Society.
Yes, I think this one is a fraction bigger than the other.
Oh, to hell with symmetry. How that touch revives me.
It will not have escaped your notice that the customer, Miss Wicksteed, is becoming a little excited.
At last, the tenant of my fallow
However, rest assured, this excitement is not mutual. I am an expert. A crash course at the firm's training centre in Leatherhead, set in Surrey's rural surroundings, lays down a standard procedure for every eventuality. Mind you, these are exceptional. I wonder, dear lady, we often compare notes, my colleagues and I. Well, you're such an outstanding example, and I wonder, since I've got my little Polaroid handy.
Oh, I wondered when you were going to mention that, your Polaroid, your lovely little Polaroid.
A few snaps, just for the record.
Yes, yes, a record. Music. Oh, Muriel Wicksteed, what are you doing? Can this be you? Yes, yes, it is me. The real me, the me I've always been deep down. Suddenly the body reasserts itself, breaks through the dead must of morality, and from the Christmas convention bursts forth freedom, the butterfly. I'll just do this. Dr. Wicksteed's residence. Oh, it's you, Purdue. No, you can't speak to Dr. Wicksteed. It's his afternoon off. You're about to commit suicide. Well, if you must commit suicide on the doctor's afternoon off, it's your funeral. Yes, well, au revoir. I suppose I should say goodbye now. Now, where were we? Oh, yes.
I repeat, there's nothing to be ashamed of. It's all in the day's work to me.
I don't think you should throw this promiscuity in my face. One doesn't like to think of one merely as a convenience.
A client, not a convenience.
Client? I'm not going to have to pay for this.
No, it's all included in the £5 can do.
Nothing more he can do. He comes in here, and goes to my bus, I go, the bull at the gate, he says there's nothing more he can do. Well, there is more. The bus is but the first port of call on the long voyage of life.
I have other ladies to see.
Other ladies, the idea!
Stop! Take them off, they are a sacred trust. You are not fit to wear them. It's the real thing, isn't it? Flesh.
Of course it's flesh! What did you think it was, blancmange?
Is there somewhere I can wash my hands?
Time enough to wash your hands, we've been to paradise and back.
No!
No means yes. So much at least Freud has taught us.
It shocks you, I'm afraid. Me, a respectable middle-aged doctor, waiting like a fool at the end of the pier. Ludicrous? Perhaps.
No! Please, no!
I am Maya. You are my quarry. I am stalking you with all the live rates of a panther.
Anyone know the dialing code for Leatherhead?
I close in the kill. My flanks taut, my haunches rip.
No!
He goes on.
I'm looking for a Mrs. Wicks.
Oh, I see. Don't you recognize me?
Muriel. You haven't changed. She's enormous.
Do you two know each other?
No, how do you do? Yes, how do you do?
I think I was with it. I was with it.
Yes, nothing. Muriel, this man isn't your husband.
Yes. No.
Well, I mean, things like I saw no resemblance, but 20 years is a long time.
It is.
Well, if he isn't your husband, what's he doing in these shirt tails?
The patient.
A patient?
Yes. Well, what did you think it was? My lover?
What are you laughing for? You've got no trousers on. Well, I can't explain that.
Can anyone ask me?
No.
Are you a private patient?
No.
Well, then shut up. Unbalanced.
Mad. He only called it with tranquilizers.
Sorry, have some with me.
I'm not running back because she's around.
Really?
She's man.
Me? She laughed her scornful laugh.
Take some news. Look, I am president of the British Medical Association. Take it. Right, very well, Muriel. We shall go intravenous.
She's took my trousers off.
What for? What for? Well, people usually take other people's trousers off for. You tell me she wanted your body, thank you, Muriel. When in doubt, we knock them out. When hackles rise, we tranquilize.
Does more keep them calm?
Hold it, Muriel.
Please, I want to telephone Leatherhead.
Yes, well, this is how we generally telephone. There we are. Oh, thank you, Muriel. Up you get.
Does anyone know the dialing code for Leatherhead?
Typical of your husband.
Arthur?
Yes, our patients loose running about the place.
It wasn't really his fault.
Slapdash, inconsiderate. I suppose he's changed.
You haven't. I mean, have I?
I never liked him, you know. He once said I was small. Well, you were a fool, Newman.
What?
Tossing yourself away on nobody like that. Still, I suppose he makes you happy.
Arthur? He's asleep as soon as his teeth hit the glass.
Is he about, your husband? Quite like to see him. Doubtless the years have taken their toll.
No, he's gone out to the open session of the conference.
What open session? There is no open session today.
Are you certain?
But I'm president. How else can I be here?
You've been quick.
I had a following wind.
Where is Dr. Wicksteed?
Dr. Wicksteed is on the pier.
Oh, I fear the worst.
Death?
Sex. If I know him, he's probably with a patient.
A patient? Indeed. Right. First item on the agenda, get all your stuff together. Second, we pay a visit to the pier. And third, The ruin of a certain general practitioner. Come on, up you get, and take careful note of all you see.
I will, and who knows? This may be a blessing in disguise. I shall be free.
Please.
And together, the future will be ours.
No fear, but revenge. After all these years, I think we need a booster.
As the sun went down on that long afternoon, a lean, distinguished gentleman might have been observed standing all of an hour at the end of the pier. Occasionally, he made as if to greet solitary ladies as they approached, but each time fell back, disappointed and alone.
Yes.
I know who this is, Mr. Shanks. Oh, don't worry, she's upstairs. I'll give her a call.
Yes.
Miss Wixie, your visitor.
Well, what do you think? Aren't they wonderful?
This is what they must mean by the permissive society.
But they've been held up on a balustrade.
Oh, is that what it is? You are Miss Wixted?
Yes.
Oh, bold, provocative. With an ardour to equal mine, she rouses me strangely.
Well, touch them if you like. They're very firm. I suppose you know that. Oh, I don't think you ought to get excited.
No?
Tell me something.
Yes?
If someone was to stroke them, do you think they'd be able to tell the difference?
I don't follow.
Would they be satisfied?
Oh, yes, in due course. One would hope, yes. Oh, Miss Wixted, I see you're wearing suspenders. How good someone keeping up with the old ways. When I think of all the years I've wasted. This is the type of woman I've wanted. Bold, provocative, with an ardour to equal mine. Come, let me clasp your urgent body. Kiss me. Again. Will you marry me, Earth Maiden?
Oh, I've only had not 5 minutes. This is what they must mean by the permissive society. Can I ask you something?
Of course.
Are you supposed to wash them?
You mean you don't?
No, not yet.
You mad Laurentian creature!
I thought of brushing them, but, well, I've got a white brush, that might do.
Ah, a pair of trousers. Oxfam, Zambia will be so grateful. What's this? My fiancé in the arms of another man?
Oh, my fiancé! Oh!
Oh, stand back. Stand back, she's fainted. I am a doctor.
You don't look like a doctor to me. You haven't got any trousers on. You look like a cat on a loose fish. Look, get away from her, bending over the prostrate body of my fiancé in your underclothes. That is my privilege.
Oh, she thought she could seduce me.
Seduce? Her? I've been engaged to Miss Wixted for 10 years and she has never so much as laid a finger on me.
Well, king sex is a wayward monk.
Oh, come on, stand up and fight. Stand up!
I am standing up.
Well, then you'll probably want a handicap on account of your size.
What makes you say that?
I'm bigger than you are.
Did you say?
One doesn't exactly have to be a quantity surveyor. You little squat, you little... Listen, go and talk this through. I've been quite a small people in my size. Small! I don't know anyone's size against them. We don't have the Shakespeare was doing. And just look at Hitler. I might do that as a bad example. Connie, are you all right?
Yes.
Has this man been, interfering with you?
Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. I'm going to marry him.
Him?
Why not?
Yes. Why not? He saw in me something that I never knew was there.
Connie, what are those?
Oh, they're a recent development.
What's his name?
I don't know.
You're going to marry him and you don't know his name?
Oh, yes, I do know his name. His name is curtains billowing wide on a summer's night. His name is that of a single rose pressed into an old book. His name is the name of all lovers down the ages who have challenged their cried their challenge to the wild night, and dared to cast themselves away on the frail bark of love. What is your name, by the way?
Sir Percy Shorter.
Oh!
Connie!
Not my fault if I send women mad with desire.
Mad? You Mickey Mouse, why don't you marry someone your own size? Oh goodness, it's time for evensong.
That settles it. You're a clergyman. Start saying your prayers.
Canon Robin, I don't think you know Miss Butters newly returns them as Abercrombie.
Welcome to our shores.
What are you doing?
The balance of his mind has been disturbed. I'm going to redress it. Yeah.
How do you think it'll happen then?
I imagine you just sort of fade away, really. Don't let's talk about it.
Tragic, a widow at 22.
I don't want to think about it anymore.
No, I too will be brave. I'll be more than brave. I'll be plucky. Felicity, his plucky young wife survives him.
All the germs will flee before the greatest medicine of them all.
Love.
Sex.
So, this is your long walk in the fresh air.
It's all right.
All right. You lay your active face on Miss Rumper's head. Good afternoon, Miss Rumper. And you say, it's all right.
She doesn't mind. It's mutual.
Mutual? Ah, but it's never mutual. Get off. You are not fit to hold a candle to Miss Rumper's. Get out, you lounge lizard. My dear young lady, in my own house, haven't I ever apologised?
Dennis and I...
No, don't couple your name with his. That he should even contemplate touching your fresh, clean, innocent young body fills me with such shame and loathing and filth.
No, don't touch me.
No, how can I approach you? How can I even speak to you? The least thing about you. The spent cartridge of your lipstick, the dry bed of your compact, the fluff in your handbag bottom. I am dirt and vileness besides it. But, speaking thus, I speak as a man, and as a man I cannot touch you. But as a doctor...
Does that make a difference?
Oh, yes. See, as a man, I see you as a young, passionate creature, but as a doctor, I am a eunuch. I touch you without passion and without desire. Now, I touch you as a man.
Yes.
Now, I touch you as a doctor.
Yes.
You feel the difference. So, have no fear, my dear young lady, when in just a moment I will ask you to remove your clothes in their entirety. For I shall be as far from desire as is a plumber uncovering a manhole. Off. Oh, how well I understand your fears. Life is such a dirty business. Everyone trying to grab what he can. What is that poem?
I don't know.
A young Diana, golden-haired, stands dreaming on the verge of strife, magnificently unprepared for the long littleness of life. Are you prepared for that, Felicity? The long littleness, sometimes longer, sometimes little, comes as quite a shock to some girls. Others take it in their stride. Hello. Oh, hello, Nee. Hello, Percy.
Sir,
I was just giving this young lady an aspirin.
in her underclothes.
It's very hot in here.
Oh, well, don't worry, I have a diploma in tropical medicine. Felicity, this Rumpers, I don't believe you've met Sir Percy Short,
President of the British Medical Association. Is this young lady a patient of yours?
Is this? The idea that a doctor of my reputation would meddle with a patient is repugnant to me. Leave my ears alone, Bogey. And if not a patient, then what?
Can you tell me?
A friend of the family. The whole family. Just like you. Which is strange because she's not a bit like you. Come out of there, please, Miss Rumpers. Nothing in my pocket of interest for you. Humbug, you know, like you.
You're old enough to be her father.
Well, so are you.
Yes, but she isn't tickling my ears.
No, that's true. Miss Rumpers might tickle Sir Percy's ears. Well, no, I don't think she wants to. And I'm not surprised.
Shall I tell you what I think?
No.
Yes.
I think you have been interfering with this lady, and she is a patient of yours, and that I shall bring this to the attention of the British Medical Disciplinary Committee, and I shall not hesitate in having you struck off.
No.
What do you think of that?
You little...
Little!
Arthur?
Uriel.
I have just discovered your husband, with his tongue down this young lady's throat.
Kissing! You slut!
That's what I fear kissing was just the tip of the iceberg.
Oh, of course, I've known for years that our marriage was a mockery. My body lying there, night after night in the wasted moonlight. I now know how the Taj Mahal must feel.
Listen, I can explain everything.
No! Save it for the decree nisi.
Divorced? We can't get divorced. Think of our son, Trevor.
Dennis!
He'll be the child of a broken home. Probably turned to juvenile delinquents.
He's too old for juvenile delinquency.
Oh, thank God.
Speaking of divorce, and avenues open up round. I mean, think of it, Percy. A hostess, one of our leading London hotels, catering to an international clientele, where my knowledge of languages can be put to good use.
You have no knowledge of languages.
Smile knows no frontiers. At least they won't be alone.
And now, at this moment of rejection, she goes knock, knock, knock at the door of my heart. And through a gap in the chintz, I see the ghost of an old passion.
Come, Uriel. Lean on me.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Oh, heard you. It's my afternoon off. I've lost my job, I've lost my wife. You are all I have.
Me?
Yes, but we can be happy together, you and I. Together we can take on the world. What do you say, Felicity?
Can I help, Virgil?
No, you can help me.
Oh, don't say that.
I won't mention the engagement at the moment. She won't mind it. Sensible girl. Never been a clinging type.
I'm going to do it.
Come, Percy. Come into the house of my breast. We'll shelter from the storms of life with the ease of my bosom.
I am going to do it.
What do you say?
Actually, I'm already spoken for.
Spoken for? By who?
Dennis.
Dennis? Who the hell's Dennis?
Your son, Dennis?
Oh my God!
What are you doing on my desk chairs?
Sorry.
Dear Lady Rumpel! Felicity! You were just going to have a glass of sherry?
Yes, so I see.
You are Felicity's mother.
I am.
Look, take no notice. Some people will do anything for effect.
I don't really want to commit suicide. It's just a cold brown. So I see I arrived in the nick of time. Just put that young man's hand back where it belongs and go and get some clothes on, Miss Mother. Who is that depressing Ruth?
Look, my son. He depresses me too.
Not too depressed to take my daughter's clothes off.
No.
He
Well,
didn't.
Take no notice of my wife. She is his mother.
You are his father.
Don't remind me.
If I could just
Yes, I am the culprit. I turned him into this snivelling, loathsome little lecher. Where did I go wrong? Where did we go wrong? We parents, generation after generation.
This is all lies, this is all lies. I can tell you exactly what happened. I don't really have the pleasure.
Allow me, this is Thea, Lady Bumble.
Oh, another titled person. It's like a breath of fresh air. Lady Brothers, I am a doctor.
Oh, another doctor. I don't want to hear another word. I have many for the doctors.
I want doctor. I'm depressed.
Yes, so would I if I had my head in a noose.
I want 1 foot of brain.
This is intolerable. Felicity can't take all afternoon for you to put your dress on.
Could I help?
Don't touch me.
No, get back. You've done enough damage.
Me?
Yes, control yourself.
Daring so much to look a girl like Felicity.
Yes.
No, you are dirt.
Dirt.
Filth.
Filth.
Mother, he's sick.
Yes. Sick, 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 you toad.
If I could just...
Shut your face.
Dad.
Don't. Dad.
To think, we've only been in this country 3 weeks, and everywhere it's the same. Sex. Well, I'm not having any.
But I'm not surprised.
When I get you back to my suit and declare that you're going straight into a hot bath, and I personally scrubbing you all over with carbolic.
Ah, the privileges of mother.
Perhaps you'll realise now, Felicity, men will touch you, rob you, rifle you, all you possess.
Flesh isn't property, you know.
Oh, yes, it is. What is one's body but property? What is one's flesh and figure but the most precious inheritance? And when that is spent, one is indeed bankrupt of everything. Oh, well, from now on, I'm not letting her out of my sight. Haile Selassie was right. We should never have left Addis Ababa.
You slid out of that very well, didn't you?
I did rather.
I want you out of this house in half an hour.
Yes, I must collect my thoughts and pack.
And we shall have to talk about the future. Our future.
Is everybody gone?
Everybody very consequence, dear.
Marvellous.
Oh, self in this household, all locked in their tiny domestic tragedies, and only I, a meagre swab, can take them wide of you. Now, what seems to be the trouble?
I'm depressed.
Oh, well, Pisces is in the second quarter of Saturn, so no wonder you're depressed.
I am Pisces.
Well, let's look on the bright side. Next week, the sun will be in Saturn, and Pisces will be laughing.
Oh!
I have no sympathy with him at all. None.
Here's my husband.
What I fail to understand is how he could betray such a fine body as the British Medical Association.
What more does he want?
Not more, different.
And a patient. A doctor having the welfare of a patient caught red-handed.
Red-handed and also not way.
Please, Muriel, please. I mean, we've all been tempted. Every doctor has. The lowliest locum in the back streets of Liverpool can take advantage of a patient if he allows himself. Because you see, Muriel, there is a kind of seduction between the patient and the doctor. But one says no. Body, no, I will not do this. Hands, keep to the affected areas. Eyes, stick to the afflicted parts. And that is what professionalism means. Yes?
And then have you ever?
No, never. No, never. I've had my chances, of course. Discerning women seem to find me attractive. God knows why.
Yes.
Look, Muriel. There's something I have to tell you.
Yes?
Walk tall, Percy. Muriel, this afternoon, I met the woman of my dreams.
Oh, Percy! I would like you to be the first to know that after a part, and it will be after a part. Separation City, I'm afraid. You must congratulate us.
You and him? I think you must be mistaken. This man is engaged to my fiancée, Miss Wicksteed.
No, you are mistaken. You are engaged to your fiancée, Miss Wicksteed.
That's what I thought until this afternoon.
This afternoon? What happened this afternoon?
I was there and he proposed.
Percy Connie?
He proposed. She accepted, I objected. Then I had to get my skates on for evensong.
Evensong on ice? The church must be desperate.
Percy, is this true?
Is your sister-in-law a woman with a nondescript face but an outstanding figure?
Well, sir, you know she's a bust like a billiard table.
She is as slim and graceful as a bobbin. Perhaps that's what attracted me to her in the first place.
Well, certainly a woman purporting to be your sister-in-law thrust herself upon me this afternoon. I can still feel her urgent young body rippling beneath my fingers.
It's unlike Connie to thrust herself even slightly.
He must have led her on.
It was animal magic.
It's being little. They have to assert themselves.
Little! What do you figure? I gave your sister-in-law no encouragement at all.
Then kindly explain, lovely, how you came to here without your trousers on.
Percy, is this true?
It's no. Look, I am Sir Percy Shorter, physician to the Queen. I can have any woman I want.
Connie! Get down here this minute!
Yes, Muriel?
Don't you Muriel me, you minx. You seem to be very busy this afternoon. Now, Percy, is this the lady?
Well, in some respects, yes. But what has happened to her urgent young body? I have been deceived. Terribly deceived. I don't want her either.
Now, Connie, perhaps you can throw some lights on the proceedings. I mean, kind of thing here has gone into his head that you're all washed up. Is this true?
Yes. No! Oh, Moody, my wild jungle child say it's not true.
It is true. Then who are you engaged to?
To this man here. He proposed to me.
Lies, all lies.
Are you certain he proposed?
Quite sure he took his trousers off.
Yes, may I speak?
Percy?
May I?
No!
Look, I'm Sir Percy Shorter. FRCS, FRCP.
Oh, how do you do? I'm sure we're going to be very happy.
I'm not going to be happy. I'm not going to be happy at all.
Oh,
I deny it. I deny everything, and I shall go on denying it. You, after all our times together, do they mean nothing to you? You think I throw myself away on this cringing little flat-chested spinster? No. I think you owe me an apology.
Oh, Percy! You're going to give me
And you agree all her talk was just fantasy?
a tissue of lies.
Yes, I think I'm big enough to overlook it.
Just one moment. Am I right in thinking you deny anything untoward occurred this afternoon?
Absolutely, absolutely.
What time did you arrive here this afternoon?
About 3.
About 3?
It's about 3.
About 3, and you came into this room.
I came into this room.
You're sure of that?
Of course, I'm just looking at it.
Miss Wicksteed came in.
She came in, yes.
And you say you arrived about 3.
About 3.
And then you, what,
Talked, chatted, made conversation.
Right, and she was wearing a blue dress.
A blue dress.
So you arrived about 3, came into this room, talked, chatted, made conversation.
Arrived about 3, talked, chatted, made conversation.
She was in a blue dress.
A blue dress.
She sat on the sofa.
She sat on the sofa.
You stood.
Correct.
So you arrived about 3, you say you came into this room.
I came into this room about 3.
Talked, chatted, made
Talked,
conversation.
chatted, made conversation.
She was in a blue
She
dress.
was in a blue dress.
And what colour were her knickers?
Green. No.
Oh! Thank you, Sir Press. That's all I wanted to know. I'm sorry, Miss Wicksteed. Your witness.
Percy, you big story!
Muriel.
No, don't you Muriel me, you poor for Casanova.
You see, it always comes back to that, doesn't it?
Oh, to think that...
All right. I wanted you once. But what happened? You spurned me. And why? Because I was too small. And your husband laughed. Well, he'll laugh on the other side of his face when I'm finished with him. Small, am I? Well, we'll see about that. You're not small. You're not small at all. You're huge, enormous.
Stop it!
You think I fancied you?
You did!
You great wardrobe.
Oh!
That model went out years ago.
I'm anxious to you here! Anxious!
And don't think you'll go grovelling back to your snivelling little husband and live out the rest of your days in some quiet backwater, because I'm going to break you.
No!
Yes, break you. I broke a bigger man than that, and I shall break him too. Yes. Professional incompetence, professional misconduct, interfering with power. This goes on as long as my arm.
That's not very long.
Oh, please don't do it for my sake.
For your sake.
Oh, it was nice while it lasted.
It was an illusion.
It always is.
Now I'm going to break him. He's had his chips.
No.
That part is over, Doctor. Curtains. This is the end of the line for a certain general practitioner in Brighton's head.
Oh, the shame, the disgrace, the poverty.
Finite la commedia Arturo.
So you see, now marriage is out of the question.
Is it?
Oh, yes, what I've done you can't forgive. This foul thing.
It was only kissing.
No, one kiss and he could have done anything. It would always lie between us. No, I'm damaged goods.
I forgive you.
You mustn't, he mustn't.
I must. It is my principles.
I'm a harlot, a Jezebel.
I know.
Oh,
Oh, Connie, how infinitely more desirable that makes you. Can't you see what vistas are opening up?
I think I can.
I'll sing with him, and you can sing with me. I wanted you before. I want you twice as much
Oh,
now.
no, Harold, please.
Gently. We can lead each other on as together we explore all the alleys and pathways of the body. Just think of it.
Oh, I'm trying not to.
Together we could be in the forefront of Anglican sexuality. Perhaps I might even write a frank and fearless account of our activities for the church times. Oh, such sin! Only it won't be sin, because we shall be married. Married and allowed to do whatever we want. Married and free.
Free?
Now you're a little girl. Going to have to play your cards pretty carefully. I'm going to end up in the discard pile. Oh, I don't know. Even the menopause just poking its nose over the horizon as if I didn't have enough on my plate.
I followed up my 25 years in the medical profession. Throw in 20 odd years of marriage, plus a slightly threadbare respectability, and that's it. All in 10 minutes. 10 minutes and the world turns. Our world.
All packed, I see.
Just a few things I've thrown together.
Where are you going?
Relatives?
Close relatives?
Well, Stevenage. Think I have an aunt there.
You're a stinker, Arthur Wicksteed. Do you know that?
Oh, yes.
A rotter.
It's funny. Having you, I didn't want you, and losing you, I want you again.
Hard cheese.
His wife has promised to stand by him.
What?
I was just thinking it would look better if you stood by me. Perhaps I wouldn't be struck off.
It would look better. Of course, I should have to look the part. Just one thing I've learned in life is that few right-thinking people can withstand a really good twin set of pearls. But what about my feelings?
I was forgetting those.
As usual. I mean, she wasn't just a bit on the side, was she? There have been others.
A few.
A few.
Quite a few.
I am fed up.
I think I am too, Muriel. I suppose it's too late to start again.
Oh, much too late. All those women lie between us.
And in your life, no one?
No one. Nothing. Never.
Percy?
A dream. A fantasy. Nobody else has ever touched me other than you, and with you it's so long I've almost forgotten. Suppose I were to overlook your disgraceful conduct.
No, my shameful, filthy conduct.
Yes.
If only you could be big enough.
Then there'd have to be a different going on.
How different?
No more twin beds.
I sleep so bad.
Then we shall sleep badly together.
Yes, Muriel.
And perhaps in the long watches of the night I shall bring you comfort.
Perhaps you will.
I will. There is no perhaps about it. You see, you have no rights, Arthur. You have forfeited them over the years, whereas innocence has kept mine intact. Now, kiss me.
Here?
Yes. No. Hard.
You've been innocent.
And that's how it's going to be. But you may take it or leave it. I will not force you.
This or my arms in steerage. I suppose I'd better take it.
A wise decision. Now, I think I should like to retire for a little now.
No, I'm not tired, so...
Excellent. No, am I?
No, Muriel, I'm not...
Yes.
Oh, yeah, nothing.
You see, innocence will always triumph with me.
If there was anyone else, I would forgive you. I know it.
Oh, no need. There was no one. Nobody ever. Now, what are we talking about? Future?
The past.
Never must listen to the voice of the future.
Anybody seen my trousers?
Who is this?
A patient left over from surgery.
He's not one of my patients.
I'm not anybody's patient.
Then you have no business here. Get out!
You again! No, don't touch me, no, keep away!
Odd. He seems to know you.
Well, my voluntary work, I rub shoulders with all sorts.
You'll protect me, won't you? You keep away from me.
Protect you against what?
Against her!
I don't want to touch you.
You did before.
Shut your face.
Muriel, is there something between you and this man?
I am not friends with you. If you continue saying things like that, it is quite plainly a delusion.
A delusion? What? Is this a delusion? All this? Camera cannot lie.
Gosh. What wonderful photos. Who is it?
Who is it? It's her.
My God, it is. Muriel, what do you have to say?
Damn, I am ruined.
Is this your clear conscience? Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça, madame? Not to mention que ça.
Silliness, that's all it was.
Is this your innocence? Or this?
Stop it.
So, now it is my turn.
Arthur, please.
No, don't touch me. You are not fit to touch me. And don't grovel. I can't abide a groveler. You see, I always suspected nobody else fancied her. Always thought if I hadn't married her, no one else would. But my goodness, it's forever and all over again. Cake decorating, flower arranging, all those long suburban afternoons, it was lovers. Lovers from all walks of life like you.
No, it was 10 minutes this afternoon, that's all it was.
10 minutes. Set in something that just happens overnight, you know.
You're wrong, so wrong.
Go to your room. Pack one or two things just in case, because you may have to go to your mum's. And you, get out.
I'd like
Get out.
Am I to be thrown out of my own home?
I was.
Can't we forget? We can live on our memories.
I have no memories. Only scars.
Oh, please.
No, Muriel. The eyes, cool but kindly, looked back unflinchingly from the glass. There was pain in those eyes, a hint perhaps of some secret sorrow. He ran his lean fingers across the place his hair once lay and sighed. Yet, at the corner of his firm but sensitive mouth, there hovered the merest suspicion of a smile. I'm still in the game, he thought.
Ah! I see you're still in your underpants, and the same pair too. Have you never heard of the dictum? A pair worn twice is not very nice.
No.
and they talk about a comprehensive education.
That is the dirtiest gas oven I've ever stuck my head in.
It's not gas, it's electric.
Felicity, I'm so glad to see you again.
Yes, I feel the same way. Except,
Except what?
could you still love me if I wasn't going to die?
But you are.
I mean, we all die sooner or later, so say it was later rather than sooner.
How much later?
Round about the time you're supposed to die, 3 school years and 10,
How much is that?
70.
Another 50 years. No, my love, we must resign ourselves. There is no hope.
No, I don't think there is.
Ah! At last!
Oh no, not again.
You'll forgive me if I'm cautious, but I had a rather unpleasant experience earlier on.
What do you do?
Yes. I thought I must be losing my touch, but no. One look at you and I realised they could never be real. The line, so crisp, the silhouette, so pert. If that's not our product, I'll go back to chicken farming. Oh!
I second that.
Oh! I don't understand it. They teach you the toe blindfold at the training centre.
What are you doing here anyway?
I'm looking for my client. Oh!
Trousers? Is he a commercial traveller?
Yes, sense.
If he's a commercial traveller, he must often do without his trousers.
What are you travelling?
Here, Lady Rumpers.
Utterly baby pert slut. This is what we were promised when we emerged from the Dark Ages. Is this civilization? I'm glad Kenneth Clark isn't here to see it.
I'm not actually sure he isn't.
You?
Good evening.
Good evening. What has happened to your trousers?
I don't know.
And then you'd better go and find them. If I wanted to see people running around in their shirt tails, I should have stayed in Addis Ababa.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. Your face looks familiar. Tell me, have you ever been called to serve the Lord in heathen parts?
I was for a while at Purity Leeds.
Good evening.
Good evening.
All in all, I can say quite confidently that I've never seen anything like this, even in the cesspots of Mespot. And Felicity, leave that boy alone.
Here.
Shut up.
No, I won't. I love Dennis.
We want to get married.
Love, madam. Don't talk to me of love. Don't talk to me of love with a body like yours. Time enough to fall back on love when the bloom begins to fade. I didn't slave away bringing you up in a temperature of 115 in the shade. You can talk of love as soon as my back is turned.
I quite agree.
Shut up.
Here.
You too. The word marriage has been mentioned. It is out of the question. Felicity is far too young for the start.
Mother.
And the young man.
True.
Dennis.
He.
Far too ugly.
True. A boy like this proposing marriage to a girl the strap of whose bra he's not worthy to undo.
Touch up.
Don't touch it.
Can I say something?
No.
May a mother have a voice?
No. A girl like Felicity and a shriveled thing like him. Why, think of the stock. You wouldn't do it to a hyacinth.
Hyacinths don't fall in love.
If you ask me, he wants to kick up the arse.
Come, Felicity, it's time we were going. When I hear the word arse, I know the way the wind is blowing.
Lady Rumpers, Arthur, one moment. Fair dues, we're all of us pretty much heading for the Sierra Yellow. Sometimes hurrying footsteps all round these days. Now, Dennis, he's not a glamour puss. Never has been, even though he's the fruit of our loins. Partly our fault. Difficult boy. Difficult to love. Never much like touching him very much, and quite frankly, it makes a difference. I mean, touching, looking, loving, without it, which one of us would thrive? I mean, take your girl Felicity here, for example. Lovely girl.
Lovely girl.
Lovely girl.
Stroked and cherished all her life. I mean, result, she moves. Dennis, look away at the back of the drawer. Result, drab, spotty, boring. Yeah. I didn't want to love. I mean, nobody wants to touch him. But that's me too. But love him, like your girl Felicity seems unaccountably to love him. Like a blossom.
already?
No, never. It's quite right that you should be kind to him, who are his mother.
I'm under no such handicap.
Please.
No!
Please?
No!
Please.
No! No, my daughter!
Oh, stuff your daughter.
He already has.
What? Oh! 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 Oh!
Did I strike the wrong note?
I am a doctor.
We know you're a doctor.
She has fainted.
Dennis, is this true? Quite true. Between 15:10 and 15:25 this afternoon, they carried out the docking procedure.
Oh!
You mean you and her and you?
Yeah?
What was it like?
After all my precautions, tossed away on him. It was love. Love. Oh, you don't understand. Nobody understands the shame, the waste. My own shameful story all over again. Oh. Many years ago, when I wasn't much older than Felicity is now, I had just arrived in the colonies. I you need to know this, Felicity. I should have told you before. I had just arrived in the colonies, and I found out I was P R E G N A N T.
Fragment?
Pregnant! I was not married at the time.
What about General Corpus?
Well, we met soon afterwards. He loved me. I respected him. We married. He was a gentleman but shy. He'd only gone into the army to put his moustache to good purpose. Yes, so we married. But he was glad of the child. His life, too, had its own secrets. A passing out party at Sandhurst had left him forever incapable of having children. So threw the blanket of his name over Felicity, and together we achieved respectability. But call me a slut, call me a fool, could have whatever you like. Felicity, Felicity.
Where is he now, her real father?
Oh, do not think I've asked myself that question. Lying under the mosquito nets in Government House, do you think that question has not hammered itself into my brain?
Have you no clue?
Oh, only one. He was a doctor. Yes, that is why I despise your profession.
Do you know his name?
No, I suppose that shocks you.
Nothing shocking anymore.
Picture the scene. Liverpool. The height of the Blitz. I'm bound for the Far East. Our convoys have been assembled on the Mersey to sail out on the morning tide, and suddenly I'm told I cannot sail. I do not have a vaccination certificate. The docks ablaze, the blackout, a bomb raid in progress. I set off alone to find a doctor. Buildings crashing all around me, crash, crash, crash. Bombs raining down on the road ahead, bomb, bomb, bomb. I see a brass plate. The surgery doc is the doctor under the table. He writes me a certificate. I am grateful. Think how grateful I was. We talk.
Yes, go on.
Two voices alone in the darkness of the surgery as a storm rages outside. His hand steals into mine.
Yes, then what did he do?
Oh, we cling together in the darkness while the bombs rain outside.
Yes.
I need not tell you the rest.
Let's miss out the best bits.
Oh. Your clear sounds as I clamber aboard. Come the dawn, we slip out of the Mersey into the open sea. Do you know the Atlantic at all? No. It is very rough. I thought I was seasick. It wasn't until we docked that I realised I had a bun in the club.
How tragic.
Wonderful.
I blame the war.
Ah, the war. Now that was a wonderful time.
One mad magenta moment, and I regretted it all my life, and now Felicity showed me.
Oh, we don't know she is, do we? Once swallow does not a summer make. Never mind, Mummy, at least he wants to marry me.
Oh, yes. Go
You are a busybody, and I can make her happier still.
No one can make me happier.
I can. I want to explain about Dennis.
No, Mrs. Swap,
Not
not.
such short time we have.
But it isn't.
It's 3 months.
No.
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 Longer.
Yes.
Much longer.
Much, much longer.
Much longer. You mean he's not going to die at all?
No! He's as strong as an horse!
No.
What's up in the mind?
This doctor in Liverpool. I'm intrigued. What did he look like?
Well, as I said, there was a blackout. I only saw his face in the fitful light of a post-coital craven egg.
Ah. One day she may see him again. The doorbell will ring and he might walk back into her life.
Isn't that the doorbell?
Don't jump to conclusions. Might be the man next door taking his first tentative steps on the xylophone.
Sir Percy Shorter.
I wish to speak to your daughter.
My daughter has been spoken to by at least 4 people this afternoon, one of whom has proposed marriage. Naturally, she is exhausted.
Yes, but I wish to take down her evidence.
You've taken down quite enough this afternoon.
Lies.
What sort of evidence?
This afternoon, your daughter, this very afternoon, has been assaulted.
Well, suffice it to say, my daughter is going to marry the person who assaulted her.
Ah, but this man is already married to this lady.
But she's been saying she's his mother. Oh, these are new days.
Understandably, Sir Percy is a little confused.
Little!
He's overexcited.
I am not overexcited. I have never been more calm in my life. I'm the only one here telling the truth. I'm going to put it. This man, under cover of a medical examination, has assaulted your daughter.
You? It appears my daughter has been assaulted by the whole family.
No, not by me.
No, not by you. You confine yourself to our friend in the shirt tail.
No, you can talk. You can talk.
You!
You stop. I seem to be the only one here with nothing to be ashamed of.
You. Now I know who you are. You're the beast of the 1026. Just because you're a clergyman, you think you can look up girls' legs.
Is this true?
One has to look somewhere.
Harold, don't touch me.
Don't touch me, don't touch me. Felicity! I despise you. You lied to me.
Not really.
You said it's going to be for 3 months. But you said you loved me. All your faults, the stuff you put in your hair, your terrible trousers, your awful feet. I could suck it up for 3 months, but not for life.
What if I promised to commit suicide at the end of 3 months?
It was very kind of you, but it just wouldn't work. Just don't touch me.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Don't touch
I can quite confidently say that I have seen nothing like this since I was a locum in Liverpool.
And suddenly the air is black with the wings of chickens coming over the roof.
You did say Liverpool.
Liverpool, yes.
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
It's Liverpool, what of it? I did a locum there in the war.
Ah, of course. The war.
This would be the second war. The war to make the world safe for democracy.
Yes, that was how it was advertised.
Where the enemy was always listening, and cigarettes were 2 a penny.
Put that light out.
That's him! That's him!
Who?
I seducer!
Are you all mad?
Liverpool, the war, the docks.
No!
Buildings crashing down, the
No!
whole streets ablaze, yes?
No!
A doctor's surgery.
I don't remember.
Your surgery. Then there was a knock at the door. It was a patient.
It could have been anybody.
But it wasn't anyone.
It was nobody.
Nobody! It was me!
You!
Don't you remember how we clung to each other in the darkness of the surgery?
Yes, yes, tell it like it is.
And then you took me!
I took you. You took me. Your land army bridges came down with a fluency born of long practice.
Can we go over that bit in more detail?
No!
They've missed it out again.
There was a child. She lived and found powerful friends. She's living still. She's a lady. Very beautiful.
And I love her.
What's the matter with her?
I imagine it must come as quite a shock to discover discovered she's got you as a father.
Me? A father? Oh, bless her. Oh, when I think of all the years wasted, when I could have been lavishing upon her all those fatherly affections, to brush her hair, to wipe away those tears. Oh, to bath her, or perhaps not bath. All those 101 things that only a father can do. You can see she needs a father's hand.
Yes, but not down her plans.
You haven't changed. No word of regret.
The incident has vanished from my mind.
You're a big, funny little man.
Don't say that.
Rumpus was little. He was small. He made no excuse of his height. It's strange. I've been looking for you all my life, and now I've found you. I don't know what to do with you.
Well, you've got nothing to do with me.
Don't even seem sorry.
Why should I be sorry? I didn't know there was a child.
Are you in the habit of seducing every patient that comes into your
It
service?
was the war.
And Lady Rumpus was your patient?
No.
You were the doctor. I was the patient. And Felicity was the outcome.
Hard lines, Perce.
Don't call me Perce. I am Sir Percy Shorter, President of the BMA.
Not for much longer.
You wouldn't dare.
Oh, but I would. Unprofessional conduct. Interfering with a patient. The list of charges as long as you're armed. Well, a normal person's armed. And the chief witness, your own illegitimate daughter. I'd say it's sleeping dog's time, Percy. Otherwise, one word from you and it's curtains for the evening.
It's not fair. Why is it always me?
How extraordinary. So even you are human, Percy. Just like the rest of us. Each one of us walking the world because someone, somewhere, sometime happened to bring their body and lay it against another.
Sir Percy, could I crave a boon?
She's mad too. They're all in the plot.
Can you examine Dennis? Tell her he's dying. Pretend.
Pretend? Tell her who? Why?
Felicity.
My daughter? I couldn't possibly. You don't know what you're asking. I mean, think of my position. My professional integrity.
You haven't got any. Not now.
Nobody knows that.
They could always find out.
Lies! Lies, lies, lies! And blackmail. Yes, blackmail. If you think I'm my daughter, no, never, never, ever, ever. Where is he?
Come hither, Sir Percy, and I will conduct you to him.
Oh, it used to be so flat.
So flat.
Can you tell?
You can tell.
Something tells me you're the person I've been looking for. Miss Wicksteed?
Yes.
Allow me. There. Striking without being indiscreet. Full, but not vulgar. Oh, what a day. Care to go for a walk?
Out in the street, won't people stare?
Quite a striking woman. Yes, people will stare.
Oh, well, I shall need a new outfit, a larger fit, a new hairdo, I suppose, my whole new style.
Come. The world is waiting.
No doubt about it, I'm afraid. Brett's palsy.
Oh, Brett's palsy, that's terrible. Oh, Felicity, that is terrible.
I'm overdoing it. In its tertiary stage.
Tertiary? Oh, tertiary's good. Tertiary is very, very good.
How long have I got?
You really want me to tell him?
For the sake of my fiancée, yes.
It's your former fiancé. I gave you back the ring.
It's a wise precaution under the circumstances. The engagement would have been called off in any case.
You mean,
I'm afraid so.
you're sure?
Bring my
Oh,
forward
look,
the outside.
President of the BMA, position to the Queen. Of course he should. A man like that can't afford to make mistakes.
Just forgive me.
Yes.
So I do have Brett's palsy after all. I knew I had Brett's palsy. I always said I had Brett's palsy. Felicity, how could you have ever doubted I had Brett's palsy? Time is short. You must be married this minute.
Oh, that was very sporting of you, Sir Percy.
Well, it wasn't difficult. I'm really rather sad.
Sad? Why?
Well, he's only got 3 months to live.
Oh,
And he has got Brett's palsy.
oh,
You see, just as paranoids do have enemies, so hypochondriacs do get diseases. It isn't all in the mind, you know.
but he's so happy.
Well, what are you weeping for then? He's got his lady love, he's happy. She wants him to die and he's going to die, so she's happy. Everybody's happy, except me.
Oh. Well, we're into injury time now. No time to make a rhyme up, just a wedding and a line-up.
Dear Dennis, do hope you're making the right decision.
What does it matter? He's in love.
Oh, we're right back where we started.
I say love. That great conglomerate. Affection and attraction. Envy and desire. All marketed under the same label. A father's love. A daughter's love. Love of wives for husbands. Mothers for children. It is love, all right, but which department? The headquarters of the heart, or the depot between the legs?
Do try not to be vulgar or we shall not get along.
Only time will tell.
Dear Lady Ruffles.
From youth desiring, from love with the passion free, old with too much regretting, the future's plain to see. A small hotel in Eastbourne, a nightly game of whist, an old colonial lady who'll die and not be missed.
But Delia, I too am lonely, for lonely are the brave. Come, let us walk together, in step towards the grave.
And so the shadows lengthen across the lawns of love. They walk into the sunset, Sir Percy and his wife. Oh, those flashing legs, that smile so regal, I know that face, Dame Anne Eagle.
No, you thought it's me. It's me. Got up like an awful tart, but ready now to pay to life this debt I owe to art. My new fiancé Denzel here is into heavy petting. He wants to go too far with me. By God, I'm going to let him.
Your future hopes, your married bliss, on firm foundations rest. Who knows, someday I may just be a guest upon that breast. My life I squandered waiting, and let my chance go by. Someday we'll meet in heaven, at Matlock in the sky.
Oh, do you know, it's a refreshing change. It's the first time this evening that everybody's got their trousers on. Oh, I might have known. Where are your trousers?
Actually, don't think trousers where I'm going. I've just taken 50 sleeping pills. The pink ones.
Those are not sleeping pills. They're laxatives.
Oh, you won't need those where you're going.
Yes, I take this woman for my lawful wedded wife.
To honour, love and cherish the remainder of his life.
It'll be longer than she thinks.
And shorter than he knows.
My breast is filled with happiness.
And mine with cellulose.
And one day the proudest breast will fall, the skin will wrinkle, some sooner go, some later, but death will claim us all.
No. Well, yes, but.
But what?
But, on those last afternoons, in the bed by the door, on the Clement Attlee ward, when you mourn the loss of energy even losing can't replace, and Sister Tudor says you could go any time, do you think that you think of the things that you did or the things that you didn't do? So, this is my prescription. Take any chance you get. Because if you take it or you leave it, you end up with regret.
Arthur!
Put it this way. He whose lust lasts, lasts longest.